Hello, everybody. Spanish teachers, French teachers, German, and everything else. Yes, my name's Darren Way, and it's been a while, right? Since I did some of our Michigan, what do you call it? Michigan public service announcements. Yeah, I've been doing those since 2017. It's a long time. But anyways, yeah, I've just been kind of I don't know, sitting in the background, not really doing so much posting, anymore, I guess. But maybe I'll start posting a few things. So what I'm going to do today, I guess, we just got done with the first semester. So finally, and now we have second semester coming up tomorrow. And I don't know, I just feel compelled because a couple teachers were asking me about like how I set up my classroom and other certain things about time writing and book reading and all that kind of stuff. So I figure I'll go ahead and put something together. I think I might do this should I do this in parts? I don't know. Let's just see where we go from here. All right, so let me turn the camera around. Well, okay. So, as some of you already know, so I set up my classroom when the kids walk in. There's the chairs there, got lamps on, there's the silent reading, there's the library, there's the high frequency words there on the left in the present tense. Okay, I am and he says I have, the whole gamut of all those words. We can take a look at those in a minute. Then we have the question words up on top, but let's just, scan the room here. A big shower curtain of a woman, dressed up for Dia de los Muertos, okay? And then a couple more lamps. And as you can see, let's talk about the seating first. So we have the seating just like this, okay, and a big U. Now, I have tables behind them. Sometimes I guess you need a hard surface, and then of course there's teachers that have a whiteboard, and then the students put the whiteboards on their lap and they can use that. But I don't know. I don't know. I just don't want to get rid of these tables, I guess, for now because they can serve a purpose at some point. Sometimes even for a game, I guess. But if you notice that 90% of the class period is Spanish, and everything's in the target language through communication and input and interpreting of meaning, and based on the principles of how we acquire language. So the students, basically, if you can envision them right here, they're sitting there with their hands in their lap, looking at me in the middle of the room, right at that stool. Okay? The lamps, I kind of have my room dimmed up a little bit, so when I turn off all these lights, for example, nice and soothing to the eyes for silent, sustained reading. Okay. And also, if you notice, these chairs have numbers on them. I have 33 kids, so, I have 33 numbers taped to these chairs. And only because, if I just want to randomize seating charts, when I put together a new seating chart, the students go ahead and they take this yellow piece of paper when I pass them out to them, okay, and then they just find that chair, and then I take all the yellow cards back and they've got seating. Now, just to show you my perspective, here's like the warm-up stuff or whatever I'm presenting to the kids in front of the class, and this is this is what I see. Hands all in laps, paying attention, listening with the intent to understand, and nothing in Inglés. No sidebar conversations in English unless I tell them, okay, everybody, you have 10 seconds to turn and talk and discuss with each other in English what you just heard about halfway through the story at this point. Okay? I'm not editing this, by the way, and I'm not scripting this. This is just whatever is coming out of the top of my head. So let's see, we have 4 minutes on this video. We'll make these 5 minutes, I guess. Okay, so, and what else? Now, what they're seeing, obviously, is the question words, and everything's translated for them, the questions, okay, with my sloppy writing. I want to make them bigger than the cards that you can buy at this, on teachers' stores. And then you have the numbers here, okay, 20 through 100, okay? And then you have the colors here. We don't really focus on colors. Whenever I need a color, I just gesture to the word, and that's it, We can also talk about that, about how I start my school year as well. We don't go through the alphabet. We don't go through verb conjugations or verb endings because there's no such thing as verb endings to begin with. It's just made up. But we have the high frequency words is what we use. Okay, let's take a look at these. Okay, so everything's translated for you. You can go back and look at the video here and get an idea of how I have this set up. Okay. So we got about 7 more minutes here, or 7 more seconds. All right, so there you go. That is part one of my classroom setup. Oh, well, actually, what I should tell you is, I also have carpet here. If you feel carpet's necessary, it gives a little homely feeling. And I'm eventually wanted to get like 33 throw pillows. I'll take donations if you have one sitting in your basement. I bought that purple thing there too. So, maybe, so the, kids can, sit in the chairs in a nice comfier, spot to sit. Sometimes with stories, some of them we'll talk about silent reading too, because some of them, I don't know why they want to do this, but they'll go like laying on this carpet. I mean, I haven't vacuumed it in a while, but it looks clean. Anyways, and then kids, if they want, we'll talk about silent reading in part 2. All right.